Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you'll miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sony SRF-49 and perform an evening medium wave band scan. We'll go over features of the radio, we'll do a size comparison, then we'll start cruising the band. So let's check it out, the Sony SRF-49. This is my favorite of the 9 series. There's a 59, a 39, even a 19, and a 29. I just like the style, the dial's really nice, and runs on 1 AA battery. Loving it. So go check it out. Left hand side, we got a volume control. On the front, we have a sliding power switch. Our dial on the front, Sony, FM on top, 88 to 108, mini little log scale there. Our orange indicator. AM, we have 530 to 1710 kilohertz. Of course, FM stereo, beautiful. AM radio, SRF-49. Walkman, I'm loving that. I wish they still made these, that'd be great. Right hand side, we have a tuning wheel, 2 switches. The switches are marked on the back. The first switch on top here is the band select, FM and AM. And then we have an FM sensitivity switch, DX or local. We also have a removable belt clip, which is really nice. And underneath here we have a single AA battery. I like to use these EBL high capacity batteries. Cool setup. This is a neat radio, really affordable on the used market. I think I paid like 20 bucks for mine. I've been really happy with it. Up on top here is the spot for the headphones, and it is FM stereo, as you can see. Alrighty, so let's go do a little size comparison. Here we are, CC Pocket. Our current time is 10:12 p.m. We're Central Standard Time. I live near Chicago, Illinois. Give you an idea of location. So yeah, CC Pocket and this radio. There you are. Very cool. Next we have CC Skywave in the house. I like to use this as my frequency checker. It is on. I was listening to it. There you go. Give you an idea for size. Yeah, on analog radios, a lot of times I need a digital radio to figure out where I'm at sometimes for exact frequency. But most of the time, if you know your band, you'll know what you're listening to. And last but not least, Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He's a Sony fanboy who's named Iron Man. That was pitiful, but I had to try. Okay. There you are, deck of cards. So cool. All right, let's hook this up. Now, I'm going to be using a GPX R602B radio that I reviewed. You can search Todderbert GPX, and it'll come up, and you'll see it's an AM/FM radio with a clock built into it. Really crummy radio. It was really cheap, but it's a great external audio speaker source. So let's go ahead and plug that in right now. Turn everything on. We'll start at the bottom of the band. Okay, we are at the bottom. Turn that on. Turn on the speaker. And turn this up. Okay, now if I have to, I'll employ the Turk Advantage. I have a passive loop antenna. I use this a lot now versus my Texan AN200. I prefer the performance of this loop a lot more. Okay, so let's go ahead, move that off the table. Keep it next to me. All right. So let's see what this can pick up in the evening. During the day it did okay. Pretty surprised, but let's see what we can do in the evening. Okay, so the music you're hearing is CHLO 530, Brampton, Ontario, 441 miles. They say they're transmitting at 250 watts. Pretty cool.
Jokic against James at the elbow. Up top to Grant. Drives into AD. Wild pass. Murray can't get another turnover.
Here we go. 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, on ESPN radio station, 70 miles away, and they run about 400 watts at night.
Jokic and the Nuggets still leading 99. on America First on the Salem Radio Network with none other than Victoria and Joe DeVette Geneva, live streaming on YouTube, on Facebook Live, and available on...
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago.
Don't you dare touch that dial.
Don't you dare touch that dial.
Dr. Sebastian Gorka, former Deputy Assistant to President Trump. That would be an undrawn. Numbers 1 for 4 is not struck out tonight. That's notable.
So we're picking up a sports station. I'm kind of curious where we're at.
Fastball away at 95.1. More time, the bottom of the 10th inning. Another at second pitcher.
So we're 590. This is KXSP, Omaha, Nebraska. 405 miles, 5,000 watts.
We went on a road trip, we have playlists for that. It doesn't even matter, like, how you doing, how you feeling, like, there's a playlist for all and everything in one app.
If you're not one of the tens of millions who have the app, download iHeartRadio for free today and start listening.
Okay, 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles away, 5,000 watts.
The latest entertainment under the Good and the Black Information Network.
This is 610. So yeah, there's a lot of stations here. You can hear them kind of overlapping. This is probably KCSP 610, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles away, 5,000 watts.
There, they have a product called the Target Retirement Fund, which is my favorite for people to put money in.
WTMJ 620, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles away, 10,000 watts.
And one I do. And so the good one at Fidelity is called the, I'm going to...
Hint. That was going to hint to country music. On 6:30, tune it in, the loop. Coming in kind of weak tonight. Okay, keep tuning. .640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles away, 1600 watts at night.
I wrote the Johnny Bush song Cold, Cold Hands. Shame on Me by Bobby Bear. The list goes on and on. He's in my brain Hall of Fame. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that segment of music. Seek out the works of Lawton Williams, dig deep, and you will be impressed if you haven't been already by all the songs I've played. My name is Jeff Hogue on your Tuesday night, leading right up until midnight. More great music on the way. It's 10:21 now in America's Music City at WSM.
I'm Megan Alexander with the Music City Minute. Willie Nelson has...
There you go, WSM 650, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles. Pretty nice to hear it on this little headset radio.
Abandoned by their parents as toddlers. Found their love of music.
Brad Hughes and Ron Coomer here. Play-by-play voices of the Chicago Cubs right here on 670 The Score, your official radio home of Cubs baseball.
There you go. WSCR 670, Chicago.
It landed in the basket. What a finish. Listen to every Cubs game on Sports Radio 670 The Score.
Chicago's official radio home of the Cubs.
A radio.com.
Secondary, along with Bush, positional Watt coming off the edge. That defense is crazy.
So this
DJ
is
Watt, Bradley Free, that pass rushing defense is incredible. They're ready.
The Titans were one step away from the Super Bowl last year. Then they signed
It's 690.
Henry, and now they're 2-0 off the foot of Gostkowski.
CKGM, Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles.
They probably win the division, but that's about it. They're not challenging. They're not going to challenge Kansas City. I don't think they'll challenge Oakland.
Bigger savings on better windows. At Champion, we make the process easy. We help you choose the best design options for your home. We then build your project in our very own factory. Our install team manages your project every step of the way, and it's all backed by our lifetime guarantee. Turn your house into your dream home with more livable space in a new Champion sunroom or enhance your...
Here we are, 700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Don't wait. This sale won't last long. Get 50% off windows and 40% off finance. Plus, low interest and 12 months no finance collection.
Okay. Yeah, what did they declare the deficit to be?
The first vehicle is for the 20,000, and they don't know the other one yet.
Okay. You just settled that for about 20 cents on the dollar. So I'm going to offer them about $3 grand on the anniversary of the refund.
Okay.
About July. Just let those people sit.
It's a hard station to get, 710 WOR, New York, New York, 750 miles. Yeah, these got 720 WGN, which is really strong Chicago station next to this. So yeah, pretty impressed to pick this up.
They'll file Chapter 7 bankruptcy. They get 0 most of the time. So if you just keep them on the hook and keep messing with them and offer them, tell them I don't have any money, I got $2,000.
Yeah, this radio's a high performer. I'm loving it, especially the evening. It really wakes up. It's awesome. I'll have links below to the radio, of course. It's awesome. You can support the channel. You guys are great.
For those who dared hope, visit us at rosecrans.org. Life's waiting.
Wednesday, the Fire get home sweet home as they square off against Houston on the lakefront. The Chicago Fire play on WGN-TV Wednesday at 6:30.
So 720 WGN, Chicago.
Favorite things. They're specifically designed to keep water away from outdoor extension cord connections.
Okay, we got some music on CFCM, Zoomer Radio, 740 out of Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles, coming in crystal clear.
As it came into the account, which would be fair.
Actually, they do the opposite. They stack smallest to largest.
Right.
You said it right. You said it right. They do largest to smallest, so they can generate as many overdraft fees as possible.
Exactly.
Yes.
And rather than if that last one came in and was overdrafting you should have one fee. In theory.
Right.
But they do it.
There's 750 WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles, coming in beautiful again.
No junk fee. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you do risk overdrafting, they will just decline the transaction.
Which is what you want. No matter what happens, everybody sticks.
We're going to have to blow up their entire system.
Here's 760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
From what your closing argument is, you have to get rid of the electoral college. Because the people, I don't see it. Because the
challenges, and that election day will go on for weeks. And that tells me, and others have written this, so I repeat it, that we need 9 members of the Supreme Court. So we can
totally agree with that. I totally agree, and frankly, forget your politics. Everyone should want to have 9 justices, because if there is a contentious issue, and I agree,
770 WABC, New York, New York.
Since they're all going to be close states, or at least we think
Again,
so.
impressing me with its selectivity during the evening here. 760 is very strong, Detroit station, and 780 is a very strong Chicago station, WBBM.
How
So very cool to pick this up.
The Supreme
Nice
Court
and clear.
to possibly be deadlocked in a 4-4 tie, because as I understand it, there is no resolution to that, or at least nobody knows.
Or on the phone without leaving home. And if you need in-person treatment.
Here's 780 WBBM Chicago. We have old-time radio between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're wondering, if you want to tune it in, if you're near the area or you're within 500 miles.
Our multidisciplinary team of experts works together to reduce your pain and speed recovery, all to help you return to an active life without.
When you're telling you're really lonely, that's when your own car starts to do a good deal now.
Too nice, huh? Okay, mixing station 820 WBAP, Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles.
Kept us there. It was one of those things where the backs wasn't coming along as quite like we wanted to, so we had to, find ways to keep tight and keep going. So,
Here's 830 WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles. So we're journeying across a bunch of different states, which is fun.
Given the choice, your druthers, do you like hitting that number one spot?
Yes. Second shot here. You have patient, please, along the web telescope.
Guy's got a bad signal there.
Your phone is breaking up. Oh, and it just hung up. I don't know what he was trying to say there. I'm sorry. I would have loved to give him that information, but apparently, the
840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, 300 miles. Ground zero, and then they have coast to coast in the evenings.
That makes you wonder. The science is there. We can find the Higgs boson particle. We can land on the moon. We can find life on Venus. With a cell phone? Yeah. I don't know. Something's up with that. 877-733-1011. That's 877-733-1011.
Publicité écrase le contenu éditorial. Il y en a plus, presque plus. Puis même les Américains, je ne sais pas si vous avez vu, ce fameux...
Okay, this is 860 CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Moi, je dois avouer que j'ai eu un pincement de cœur, lorsque j'ai vu le...
They're going to pay him. She had any problems there, pain to her day, but I'm kind of pulling for this marriage. It's a good comeback story. It's a feel-good story. Never thought I'd say that about the Patriots.
So here we are, we're at 870 WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles. Now, for those who are new to radio, this wire here, of course, is just for the speaker output. It also works as an FM antenna. It doesn't aid the AM band that I'm working here at all. So that's all built internal here. So using your headphones, whatever you plan on using this radio with, it's going to sound and receive just as well as you're hearing it if you're in my location. It may vary, of course, if you live in different states, but expect a good performer for sure. All right, turn this up. So yeah, I think I gave the information here. WWL 870, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles. Just say it again if I did. Let's move on.
Daddy, you'll get another crack at nominating a Supreme Court justice.
We're going to pick an incredible woman, brilliant woman, and watch the abuse that she will take. Whoever is going to the decisions.
WCBS 880, New York, New York. 750 miles.
President Trump says he has narrowed his choice. Now, the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she'll lie in repose at the Supreme Court starting tomorrow before lying in state at the U.S. Capitol Friday for a private ceremony, and she'll then be laid to rest next week at Arlington National Cemetery. Meanwhile, back on Capitol Hill, when it comes to the process of
guns and God.
And Tropical Storm Beta made...
Here's 890 WLS Chicago. Excuse me, the high-pitched whine coming from the camera.
ABC's Matt Gutman is there.
And there's still 8 more inches of rain forecast for.
Okay, I can pick it up. I don't know if you guys can hear it. This is 900 CHML, Hamilton, Ontario, 430 miles. They do old-time radio at night.
He gave one away in week 1 with a 17-point lead against, right? So they came up and got you and cannibalized you instead of you saying, all right, this is an automatic win on our schedule and taking care of business.
Twitter at How About Nebraska, Mike at Swollen Dome, the Jason Spitz Show with Mike Harmon live from the Geico Studios.
You know, the other team, too.
980, this is probably, I believe, Kansas City, Missouri, KMBZ. 980, Kansas City, Missouri, 490 miles, 5,000 watts.
It's easy to look at the team and go,
Becoming
With his father in the
the whole questioning of ballots and mail-in ballots and so forth. He's launched a full-scale attack on his own election process. And if you think about it, if he believed in democracy...
Okay, 990, this is CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles.
Be out there at the forefront of saying, let's make sure we have a left...
wanted to do here with 48 seconds to go. A foul and Kuzma with a chance at a three-point play.
Here we are, ESPN, WMVP, Chicago, Illinois.
Get out of Kuzma's way, let him shoot a layup, and instead he bumps him.
Available in any major impartial venue and any time since that article appeared. Here's the call from Skip in Burlington, Vermont. Good evening, Skip.
Good evening, Jimbo. Donald Trump wanted to clean up the swamp. Well, I got news for Donald Trump. There's 50 other swamps.
1020 KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
Is Oprah
Journalism, and they switched it even today. Well, did you see this? A couple of years ago,
that he and his parents before him had squirreled away in the basement of his home, in the rafters and in the walls. So I asked my dad how much money was there, and he said it was about $90,000.
Here's WHO 1040, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
With that much money. So he had asked
the route, the type of truck that's there, and the time.
Well, he says it will go live on the city website October 1st. Pat, well, KYW News Radio.
Pennsylvania Senator Pat Toomey says he'll vote on President Trump's Supreme Court.
There you go, we got the call letters. KYW 1060, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles from my location. We're going to go up the band pretty quickly now since I'm running out of time.
Internet and signature loans and even timeshares. You pay only what you owe.
Okay, 1100 WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
1778 to see if you can qualify and receive a free book written by our CEO, the Debt Dietitian. A+ rated. Total financial freedom has helped thousands get debt relief without considering bankruptcy. During
with Jake Woodford, but he got out of it, struck out the side, and didn't give up any runs.
KMOX 1120, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
Pick up a 5-0 victory in Game 2 of the series. Now, I want to remind you, Brown & Crouppen is a great law firm. They don't want to see you hurt, but it's...
From on this because I couldn't help in 2016 about thinking about that vacancy as Justice Scalia's seat.
because we tend to think in those terms, especially when somebody's been on the course for over.
Here's 1140 WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles. I noticed a little bit of our radio frequency interference from my phone, probably because of proximity of my hands to the radio, and maybe because of this hooked up to the external speaker. But when I move away, it gets better, so that's nice.
Well, let's talk about the Democratic threats to...
So I think I said it, WRVA 1140, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles. Sweet.
Pretty amazing to watch. I mean, they've been making these threats for a while.
Democrat mayors, city council, most of them, the police department under control.
See, what was that?
Political machine. And these are the
200-877-3227 or write to P.O. Box 1000, Grants Pass, Oregon 97528.
Okay, here I have KBOB, Davenport, Iowa, 125 miles, 1,000 watts.
World Radio with David and Alan Masters. Here's your host.
Fearless World Radio across America and around the world. Don't forget you can check out our website, F8.
The publisher, and I think I was with one of my press people, and I was like, let's just go.
I'm going to go up to the top of the band.
Basically, your religious thoughts are cloudy.
And the left does this every day, to say nothing of the fact that people like Justice there is more crime.
Our universe, in the multiverse. So philosophically, if life is indeed on Venus, as we're speculating.
This is probably 1470 out of Peoria. WMBD. 135 miles, 5,000 watts.
People start wondering about where they belong in the universe.
Your blood work, okay? So here's the deal. You know, we always talk about see your doctor.
Versus watching through the television. One of those guys was Lou Riddick, part of our Monday Night Football crew with Steve Levy and Brian Greasy. And to his eyes, on the field at Allegiant Stadium in the press box last night, from his vantage point, there is reason for concern.
What you do see is someone who right now, this doesn't look comfortable. His accuracy in ball placement is not as surgical as it typically is. And I also think, you know what, in the first game, you know, against Tampa.
Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans.
1540 KXCL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles. Okay, either that jazz music's coming from 1610 or 1630. So yeah, 1610 CHHA, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles again. Sweet. This radio's finding a lot. Picking up some music there on KCJJ, the mighty 1630, Iowa City, Iowa, 175 miles, 1,000 watts. Yeah. Go right to the top.
Whether or not him and the New England Patriots are a long.
So this is KBGG 1700 Des Moines, Iowa. We'll verify and then we'll be ending this. There you go, a couple of stations mixing on that also, but there you are, the Sony. Okay, go ahead and turn this off, turn that off, unplug this, turn off my other radio. I want to leave that on. And of course, turn off the Skywave. So there you are, the Sony SRF-49. What an amazing little radio, especially in the evening on AM. Little Walkman, Single AA battery, rechargeable too, by the way. That's great. Not sure about times, but I'm guessing at least 30 hours on that battery, 30, 35 hours. Easily, maybe longer with a headset. Loving it. Just a great tuner. And of course, FM, the stereo is amazing. This gets all kinds of stations. You can look at my video if you want to look at the review. I give reception reports on FM. So yeah, great radio. Glad you were here for the evening band scan, the SRF-49. You guys are the best. If you like Sonys and you're a Sony fanboy or fangirl and you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe at the bell icon. You'll notify future reviews of Sony products and band scans. And of course, comment below what you think about the SRF-49 during the evening medium wave band. Did you like it? Would you buy this one over a 59 or over a 39? I know a lot of people praise the 39P, which is the federal penitentiary one, the clear one. I haven't had a chance to get one of those to see if it's similar. I'll bet you they are. I mean, they got to be pretty similar in construction. So there we are. Okay, the Sony Rockin. You guys take care, and we'll see you in the next video.